Let's find the limit as x approaches negative infinity of x minus 5 times e to negative x over 4 times the square root of the absolute value of x minus e to the x. First note, because we're approaching negative infinity, x minus e to the x is going to be less than 0 as x approaches negative infinity. So that means we need to multiply this by a negative in order to make it positive. So we will remove the absolute value and replace it with negative x minus e to the x, which is the same thing as saying e to the x minus x. So let's replace that. And then this 4 will just come out, so we'll say 1/4. And then a square root e to the x minus x. Now from here you see that this will just be negative infinity over infinity, so we'll use L'Hopital's rule, and we'll take the derivative of the top, derivative of the bottom. So the derivative of the top is 1 plus 5 e to negative x, and the bottom is 1/2 e to the x minus x raised to negative 1/2 times e to the x minus 1 but then this e to the x minus x to negative 1/2 will go on the top because it's a negative, and then that will give us 1 plus 5 e to negative x times the square root of e to the x minus x over, so here we have 1 over 1/2, so 1 over 1/2 is the same thing as just 2, so we'll bring the 2 out, multiply by that 1/4, and in the denominator we just have e to the x minus 1. Now we're going to separate this into two limits. So first, 2 times the 4th is 1/2. The limit on the top will just be 1 plus 5 e to negative x times the square root of e to the x minus x over the limit as x approaches negative infinity, e to the x minus 1. Now notice that e to the x approaches 0 as x approaches negative infinity. So this will go to 0. So the bottom will go to negative 1. And the top, e to negative x is going to positive infinity. So this whole thing right here is going to positive infinity. E to the x will go to 0. X will go to negative infinity. So this whole thing is going to positive infinity. So the top is going to positive infinity. And then when we divide that by negative 1, this will just be negative infinity. And so this will be our final answer.